And I want to bring in ABC News contributor, former senior CIA field operative Darrell Blocker for more. Darrell, how concerning is this back and forth between the U.S. and Iran-backed militants, and how do you see this playing out?
It's more of an irritant than an actual threat. Of course, anybody that's injured is not looking at it from that sense. But Iran has been hiding behind proxies for a very long time. And now the world can see exactly who's involved. And the United States is going to continue to ramp up and continue to fight back. And once they recognize that we have a lot of intelligence on them, where they're training, where they're housing their material, I think they'll readjust, and maybe the attacks will start to lessen.
I also want to ask you about this new hostage deal, Darrell. How's this hostage release expected to go down? And what will Israeli intelligence be trying to learn from those who were released?
So human intelligence is everything that those hostages have experienced from October 7th until the moment they were released is a source of intelligence, a source of learning more for not just the Israelis, but everyone involved in the negotiating process. We have Qatar that's involved in it. We have the Egyptians who are involved in it. A lot of people are going to have information on whether there was discord amongst the ranks. Hamas is now claiming that other groups have been involved in taking the women and children, and that they were only responsible for taking the men. So Israel is looking for any type of intelligence to help maybe flesh out their understanding of what they've been able to gather to date.
So what's at stake here if either side breaks this agreement, and what would be classified as breaking the ceasefire? How big or small of an act would that take?
Perhaps it's some type of action from Israel being able to identify where maybe a whole lot more hostages beyond the 50 that were agreed upon. I think that would be an action that maybe Hamas would see as Israel breaking it, or Israelis would see Hamas trying to use this 4-day pause as a way to regroup, as a way to bolster their stance for the remaining hostages. So when there's no trust between the parties, that's why you have to have Qatar involved in there, because there is a little bit of trust that is built up between the West and Qatar in the Afghan scenario of 2 years ago. And they also trust on the Hamas side. They're the ones that are the benefactors in terms of living there and the financing.
All right, former senior CIA field operative Darrell Blocker. Darrell, great to have you. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.